Hey folks, there are 14 cards in Aether Drift that make Racer Pilot tokens. Chandra Spark Hunter is a Vanguard which has, at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a Racer Pilot token. It gains haste. So we'll be using that. I've only put 3 of the cards in this deck. The main one is going to be Pia Nalaar, Chief Mechanic. She has, at the end of your turn, create a Nalaar Aetherjet token. So we're keeping it in the family, Chandra and Pia. But that Nalaar Aetherjet token is really interesting because, let's have a look at it. At the beginning of your turn, create a Racer Pilot token. If you control a pilot, your first pilot creature gets +X instead, where X is equal to the highest shield among supports you control. So it either makes a pilot or it makes your pilot bigger. And Vunwuxt, I'm going to call this one. When you draw a card during your turn, create a Racer Pilot token. That's it. None of that nasty, this can only happen twice per turn nonsense. So really like that one. And that's why I put it in. So let's jump to the turn where I get some of the creatures down, or the 2 creatures down. So there's Pia, and there's Vunwuxt. And at the end of my turn, Pia creates a Nalaar Aetherjet. So at the beginning of my next turn, since I don't have a Racer Pilot, the Aetherjet creates one. There it is. And I draw a card, so Vunwuxt creates one. And there that is. And I could, at this point, just show you the token. But I think it's worth just showing what you can do with this token with just these 2 cards in play. So there we go. At the end of turn, Pia keeps creating Aetherjet tokens, and the shield count gets quite big. So watch what happens at the beginning of my next turn. It gives +6 to the pilot token. So we've already got one in play. So instead it gives it +6, which is its shield count. Now let's draw some cards and see what Vunwuxt can do. So we'll use Day's Undoing, which I really like. It's a really good disruptor card. And we'll draw 5 cards. And Vunwuxt will create 5 Racer Pilots for us. So if you can get a loop going, Vunwuxt will create a mighty stack of tokens for you. There you go. I'm not really aiming for loops in this deck. Just wanted to get some different draw going in the deck. Now, my Nalaar Aetherjet now has 12 shields. 11 shields. Oh, never mind. So watch what happens at the beginning of turn. It gives +11 to the pilot token, which is getting quite hefty now. We draw a card, Vunwuxt makes another one, and so on and so on. So you can see that this can get quite big in relatively few turns, and I think that's quite decent as tokens go. Let's get Chandra Nalaar down. Chandra Spark Hunter, rather. And you can see that makes a token and gives it haste. And we get one more Nalaar Aetherjet support down from Pia. So at the beginning of my turn, watch what the Aetherjet token does. Look at that, 48 now. So you can see it gets quite big quite quickly and is a really nice, solidly chunky token. Let's just use, we'll just do a bit of discard draw and make one more to get to 50. That's a nice round number, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at it. Where are we? There we go. Racer Pilot token. It's rare. It's been given haste by the Chandra Spark Hunter Vanguard. They're only 1/1. I've got 12 of them, and as you've seen, they've had boosts from the Nalaar Aetherjet support. It's colorless, has the creature type Human Pilot. Human's always good. And at the beginning of each combat, this creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of vehicle supports you control. So I only have 1 vehicle support on the board, which is the Nalaar Aetherjet token, and you've probably spotted that it was getting +1 until end of turn at the beginning of each of those combats. So time to have a look at the artwork. Do I like that? Yes, I do actually. I really appreciate the throwback and the continuity with Aether Revolt and that period of Magic cards. So yeah, I appreciate the continuity there. I quite like this. This is by Julia Metzger from Hamburg, who's done 48 cards in Magic the Gathering. and she does a lot of other fantasy and illustration stuff as well, games and so on. She did Stroke of Midnight, which is a spell we all love. Use that in coalition events a lot. And Bovine Intervention, which makes all those White Ox tokens a couple of videos back. Yeah, so that's Julia Metzger, very cool artist indeed. And that is the Racer Pilot token.